2 to the series. I'm very excited for. This amazing franchise. Right now, we're about to play the White Sox, our divisional rivals, focusing on whether or not we will be able to keep this hot streak up. So we are 8-1 to this point. And we lead the division. So we're going to be pitching with Tarek Screwball, going against Dylan Case today. At least for this game we will be. Some players in the lineup playing good, some playing bad. It's like some of their players are struggling as well. We do have Andrew Vaughn, which is a player that I'm very interested by. He crushes lefties. Okay versus righties. He's more of a DH option, can play outfield and first base, but he's a character I might look to invest in.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. So just about set. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Swing and a ball hammered left field. This one's got a chance. Onto the warning track, and he hauls it in.
What are you calling?
Leury Garcia up to the plate.
Switch hitter batting from the right side here. It's so impressive over the course of his career how he's been able to become a force on both sides of the plate.
In the air, left field. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Not in time. He's safe.
All right. We almost made that diving play. Really close. Just going off.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes the runner. To the plate. Save. And it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Ground ball left side, could be 2. On to Scope. And it's a double play to end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the first. And next.
Going up against Dylan Case. Got a rough start to the season, but had a pretty good season.
To hit for Detroit, Jamer Candelario. The pitch. And that's down and away.
The count is 3-1.
Fastball slider. Also save and a changeup.
Rocketed out towards right center.
That's a nice.
He can't get there, and that should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
Akil Badu up now for the Tigers. And a base hit up the middle. Runner around third. He'll score, and the Tigers even it up. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
The batter now, Javier Baez. Next pitch is outside. 2-2 now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Harrison racing over to make the catch.
I'm thinking we're gonna try to grab a quick
Jonathan
one.
Scope now at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Cease picks to first. Badu dives back in safely. Tied up here in the early going. Another throw over. Yeah, they're keeping him close.
I'm just gonna possibly play will be looking to flip at the deadline.
The punch out there,
I didn't mean to
and there's 2
that.
down. Miguel Cabrera digs in now.
So far. We do have him next year, but having a good season this year.
And 1 and 2.
Might go ahead and
2
get
strikes,
him.
get down.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. All even now at 1-1.
Hopefully we have a better second inning than third.
Back.
Luis Robert is up next.
Here at the ballpark, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Luis Robert. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And they take care of Robert for the out. And there's 1 down. A.J. Pollock at the dish. And he deals. They say it went.
Craig Trimble.
And a foul ball.
Not what we want that.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Next one misses. 2
That's a
and
ball.
2.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Next pitch is inside. And it's 3 and 2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was,
well, plays made there, and that retires the side. We head to the bottom of the second. Harold Castro stands in. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Got him. Now one away.
That was a nice pitch.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here's a 2-2. Stays alive.
Okay, now I'm swinging at everything. Come on.
Castro, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That one pushed foul.
Too.
Next one just misses. Full count now. Three-two. The other way. Robert makes the play. Two down.
Bat, pin pitch at bat right there.
At the plate, Victor Reyes. 3 for 6 in the series so far. They say it went.
Cut. tough one,
Moncada
man. That's
on the move. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. All set for the start of the inning.
We got Austin Vaughn, who I was talking about. You can see his stats here. Player I'm very interested about. Had a pretty season, his rookie season, but I think
now the DH, Andrew Vaughn. And now the lefty. Ground ball left side. Candelario on the first, and one away in the top of the 3rd. And now Yohan Moncada. And a pitch. Right side. Grossman makes the catch. Out number 2. Here's Tim Anderson. Ball to strike. Slice to right. Grossman makes the catch, and that'll do it.
Pretty good.
Welcome back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now the 3rd baseman, Jeimer Candelario. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now here is Akil Badu. Popped in the air. Left field. Pollard makes the catch, and there's one down. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. The 2-1. Foul ball there.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The throw to first. Baez gone in the play.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
The pitch. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Great start.
Jonathan Scope takes him deep. And they jump out front. It's 3-1. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And here is Miguel Cabrera. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Stays alive.
Here. We need to try to get in front of them.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back. On to the 4th. Leading off, Leury Garcia. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Again, but this time it's
So digging in, Jose Abreu. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Not in time. He's safe. He swings and fouls one off.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 2nd strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count.
420 on base percentage last season. That's wild. And gets on base. That's
out. Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
He hits that to left
down
field
the line
where
towards the corner,
and it barely faced fair. For him, that's a single. Anyone else, that's a double. But they're going to score a second.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone.
Try to get out this inning. No more damage.
And next to hit for the Sox, A.J. Pollock.
Just fouls that ball. Throw the high heat
Kicks and deals.
Like he did last time.
And now it's filled
How
up.
is that a
3-2,
ball?
2
That
out,
is
runner
a
on
strike.
first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him looking.
We didn't get one card.
Good job of damage
Get the
control
next.
right there. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back at Comerica Park, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Harold Castro.
I pulled that.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Didn't go. Flares it towards left center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And next up for the Tigers, Robbie Grossman. One down, base is empty.
Nice slider. First strike.
Pitch
That's
misses.
outside.
2 balls,
Take
2
it,
strikes.
Got him almost just over 60 pitches so far. So we're doing pretty good on getting his pitch count up.
2-2 now.
Hopefully
Line
get him out of here
drive.
sooner than later.
Robert racing over to make the catch.
Bear makes the
This
play.
is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3
It's
here,
hard
it
to
will
get
be
him
a
past
very positive sign for
He's got
him
he's
and
got a
for his
great
team.
look. He really does.
And now the batter is Tucker Barnhart. In the air, left side. Pollock makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here in Detroit, ready now for the 5th inning. And now the right fielder, Josh Harrison. Next pitch is popped up. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Candelario on the first, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here is Moncada, the switch hitter batting right. That's to third.
Play. All 3 plays this one.
Slings it across, and that'll do it. 1-2. Back here at the ballpark, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Victor Reyes.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Out towards right center
that
field.
Into the gap.
And that should be extra bases.
That's 2 for sure.
Now around
going
second,
to third.
going for third.
That's a
And
leadoff
he's got
triple.
a leadoff triple.
Great way to start the bottom of the 5th.
So the lineup flips over. Jamer Candelario up now for the Tigers. The 1-1.
That's a fucking
base hit and a run in to score.
100-mile-out hit. Fucking right there. That's perfect. That's gonna get our lead.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Akil Badu. That hits the dirt, and a count 2-1. At the belt and fires. And he flips a breaking ball in there or a changeup.
He hasn't had good command with the
something
changeup.
off speed. Good arm action on it.
Been
Whatever
so early
it was.
on them.
And a pitch. And a foul ball.
We
He
just can't
stays
get
alive.
the timing.
Candelario aboard here at first with nobody out. Left field. Puts the squeeze on that one. 1 down.
Next up, we got Baez.
Javier Baez, the next to hit. And the righty deals. Smash to the left side. And it goes just foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one out to right. Harrison. That's this one sized up. That's out number 2.
Look how we got Jonathan Scope though. Who is that big 2-run home run?
Number 7, second baseman.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope. His 2-run homer back into third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And now 2-2. Stays alive. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Next offering way off the plate.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Robert makes the catch, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 4-2.
Well, come on, dance a little, I said, come on, kiss a little, so there's something about the way you look tonight.
And welcome back. Top 6. Here's Tim Anderson. The 1-1.
And pitching pretty well.
Hit in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Now back.
Leori Garcia up to the plate. And a pitch. A swing and a soft liner. Brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Abreu up to hit with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. And a count 1-2.
On that inside
the pitch.
Sinker.
And another ball.
Control of that.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Got him. Third out.
Get the call there.
Nothing to do it for the. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kendall Braveman. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
I expect Screwball to be able to get through the 7th, but just in case he can't. Graveman coming off.
Right side. Garcia collects.
He's coming off a really good 2021 season.
Had
one of his best seasons of his career, pitching to
a 2
ERA in 56 innings.
Harold Castro stands in.
We can get him this time, though. That 3-2 count.
Left-hand batter waits.
And we go the opposite
and
way
that's a base hit.
Get the single.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
That's a hard hit.
Has some trouble with it.
We're going to be able to get to third after he
and he beats it. He's safe.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
One away, runners at first and third. And now the batter is Tucker Barnhart. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Now all even up. Slow roller to first.
And he gets
base
that
hit,
through by
and a
the
run
first
comes
baseman,
in.
and we get the third run.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Victor Reyes a chance to hit.
That's another single right up the middle.
For a base hit. Around third.
Looks like that's going to score.
Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Now batting Jamer Candelario.
Can't say his fucking name.
Right-handed reliever. And that just misses. Bullpen activity starting up now. Ronaldo Lopez getting ready to go. Kelly warming up as well. The pitch. Grounder might be 2. Moncada to second. On to first. Double play. And that's the inning.
That would have been ball 4. We scored 2.
We go to the top of the 7th. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox. Yasmani Grandal. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes. The pitch.
Plays off that one.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Right field.
Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. And now it's Luis Robert. Good contact guy, good defender. Swings and lines a base hit into left field.
As Robert singles. So 6 1/3, 2 innings. I mean,
runner
2
on
runs.
at first with 1 gone. A.J. Pollock steps to the plate for
He
the
is
White Sox.
responsible for the
Gregory Soto
into
the game.
The
and
runner
he'll do his
on
best
first.
to hang on to this lead.
We got Gregory
He's
Soto
having an
coming
excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Kicks and fires. That one fouled off. 2 and 2.
It's hard to get around to his sinker when it's reaching almost 100 miles every time he throws it.
Hit on the ground might be 2.
Baez, can we
over
turn
to second, back to first, double play.
We can,
and that's it for the inning.
inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the...
Flashing the leather. Turn 2 double plays within a complete game.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Akil Badu. Here's a 1-1. This is off the inside, and it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Abreu handles the chance. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's Javier Baez.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there.
Crushed. He's going to get down for a double, possibly a triple. He's running. He's running, and he's going to make it to third on the bad third of the cutoff man.
So close to blasting that one out of here the other way, but well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
This year.
And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Baez takes his lead at third with 1 away. Next pitch is inside, and the count's even at 2. Two now. In the air, out towards
deep
left
enough for
center.
a sac fly. Should be at least. Baez comes home.
He's in to score on the sac fly, and the lead is up to 5. And now up to hit Miguel Cabrera. Right-hander kick steals.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And that one is lifted in the air. Harrison in position. And he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Harrison. 2-2 now. In the air, right side. Grossman going back on this one. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's one down. Andrew Vaughn now. The line to kick the pitch. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit.
We got one on. No pressure.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. That's towards center.
He hits that center field to Reyes.
Reyes right there to make the grab. 2 down.
He's fast out there in center field, man. He's fast.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. So up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson.
Right down the middle.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And that's the 3rd out. So a man back at Comerica Park. Bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Willy Castro.
Castro, nice. He's 2 for 3, having a max day.
Hit weakly on the ground.
But he hits that right to first base.
Abreu takes it himself, and a quick out number 1.
On the ball with the deep side or not on it.
Now it's Robbie Grossman, 1 for 3. The wind of the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second.
Oh, and he dives for it.
He can't hang on. He doesn't have a play, and he's on
I'm
at first.
considering moving Grossman up higher in the lineup. He's really, he has a nice average.
One
He's
down.
number 300.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Tucker
Barnhart. I don't know
Barnhart.
why I want him up in the lineup, but I want him up there because
Out towards
he
left
gets
center.
on base. And that's what I love about him. He
Snags
gets
it on the
base.
run.
And we need him. We
2
need
away.
him on base. People like Baez and Scope are coming up to bat. So when they hit those home runs, they're worth more.
Man at first. And up next for Detroit, Victor Reyes. And a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jose Ruiz preparing to come on if needed. Kelly getting cranked up as well. Knocks it down.
That was a nice pitch to Crush.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Chase Anderson. And he's got a nice lead to work with. Anderson ready to work. Falling behind 2-1.
A lot of the batters come out his lefties better.
In the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one down. And now the first baseman, Jose Abreu. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
3rd time.
Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Next offering down in the dirt.
Dangerous count for someone with so much power.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Down to their final strike of the game. Can we get that?
And fouled off. Righty to the plate. That one ripped.
Out. Badu
Oh, he can't squeeze
makes
it.
an error and can't catch the ball. That could have been the 3rd out, but Badu couldn't make the catch, and that's an error, man. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Luis Robert now, and he's already singled in this game.
And there's one thing on the minds of these fans, and that's the sweep.
Throwing the
1-2.
One of my favorite pitches.
There's
That's
a swing
right down
and
the
a
middle,
drive.
and that's going.
That
and
one
it's
is gone.
gone. They hit a 2-run home run to bring them
Luis
within
Robert
3.
hits one out. His first homer of the year.
You
It's
hate
7-4.
to see it, but that curveball
That one
missed,
got
and
the
it
jet
went right
stream
down
on
the
a
middle.
line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
A.J.
Can he
Pollock
get
at the
the 3rd out?
dish. on the ground.
He rebounds after a 2-run home run.
On the first, ball game. And the Tigers finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.
Who pitched a solid 6 1/3. Great appearances by Gilmar, Jonathan Scope, who hit that 2-run home run, Reyes, Baez, all of them. Got 13 hits altogether. You still there, Marion? I just said you still there. So I think next up, probably going to simulate to this game against Colorado. No, I think Marion. Minnesota or Colorado? Alright, we're going to simulate to this against Colorado. And we lose the series versus Boston. But then we win the series versus Kings and sweep the Yankees. We are now 16-4 to start the season off. I think we're going to pitch this game with Casey Mize. A pitcher I'm very excited for. A pitcher I'm very excited to play as. Move to 17-4. We start off on this hot streak as we lead the AL Central Division. Our players are playing well. Scope is struggling a little bit now. He was pretty hot to start the season off, but he's struggling a bit now. A lot of players are, that's for sure. We're gonna switch the lineup a little bit. I think we're gonna move Castro down to the 9 spot. Gonna move Grossman up to take his spot and Reyes right behind him. We're going to play this game versus the Rockies, who have Chad Kuhl on the mound, who's been amazing to start the season off as he's pitched, I believe it said 22 innings, and he has a sub-1 ERA so far. Casey Mize, who's pitched 4 games so far, sub-3 ERA, doing pretty good, I would say, pretty good. Let's see, they got Charlie Blackmon. I was really surprised to see they signed Chris Bryant. That's a dangerous player right there, though. Chris Bryant is a dangerous player. CJ Krohn. The extension for Ryan McMahon, a player who in real life I'm very high on. I think he's really good, but however in franchise he just doesn't do well. And you guys will notice that. It sucks for the Rockies because they got him on a nice $11.5 million contract for the next 6 years. I believe it is.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Detroit Tigers. Okay, all set to go.
So we're actually going to up the hitting difficulty to all-star.
Oh, Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now.
I'm seeing veteran very
1-2.
I just feel as long as
and that one fouled off.
I don't want to win every game, you know. I don't want to feel overpowered on playing.
The pitch.
I want to have to fight. I want to have to get in the
swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first. One up, one down. And here is Charlie Blackmon. Hitless yesterday as they only pushed across 1 run. Rips that one center field.
But he hits that
drops
against the
in
shift.
for a hit.
Without the
Couldn't
shift,
run
that's
it down.
With the shift, that might be a triple.
Round second, ticket for
rounds
third.
It, and that is a triple to start the game off for Blackmon. You hate to see it. Hate
just
to see
so
it,
sound in his
Bryant
mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next pitch just misses. 2-2.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
On to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. And here is C.J. Krohn. The 1-2. stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's
they do score one and take an early lead. Hopefully we can rebound in the first and hit something.
And on the mound today, Chad Kuhl. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the third baseman, Jamer Candelario. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he got away with a mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
Lay off that one.
Next pitch misses. It's 2-2. Swing
But he
and a ball
crushes
hammered
that.
left field, way back.
And that's going, and it's gone. That's a leadoff home run to tie the game up against one of the best pitchers right now.
This game is tied. It's tied at 1.
You'd love to see it. Not a lot of power in his bat, but he had a bunch of power that time, going over 400 feet off of Taco, man. You'd love to see it.
There's a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So up next, Akil Badu. Left-hand hitter waits.
And Akil Badu goes opposite field for a single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And now it's Jonathan Scope. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game.
Makes it a 2-1 count. Worried about the steal, which is good. Akil Badu can definitely take a base.
Line
Scope
and a
pitch,
base
that's
hit into
opposite
right.
way. That's a double. That's probably going to score Badu.
Here comes the runner.
He comes home, and that is, and we're going to take an early 2-1 lead.
It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. The pitch was dotted down and away. Good location, but a great job at the plate to spoil it and drive it the other way. Beautiful swing.
Next is the Tigers DH, Miguel Cabrera. And the right-hander deals. And there's a ball. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss.
Strikes out on a
and
nasty 90-mile-an-hour.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And that's a perfect
on the ground,
out.
right side, in plenty of time to first,
hard,
and that below the inning. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Tigers 2. Back here in Detroit, second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Connor Joe.
I mean, these guys know they have to get going out of the gates, but you're not going to hear a skipper. You're not going to hear people really say that.
Badu makes the play, 1 away. Ryan Mcmahon steps to the plate. Hard ground ball, base knob.
Against the shift, which is actually getting banned
right there.
Does
a great job of staying in the
big
part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
As a defensive player,
now it's Brendan Rodgers. The next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Fouls one off.
Location, but he fouls it off. We got lucky there.
McMahon at first, 1 gone. And he hits a ground ball right side and base hit.
That's a bad throw from Grossman, and he's going to make it to third.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way. And it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Now a huge at-bat in this game.
And we hit him.
He had 2 strikes
That loads
on him,
the bases.
and he hit him.
And it injures
Substitution
him.
now at first base. And
Dom
here's the
Nunez
pinch
has
runner,
to take
Dom
the base.
Nunez. Here's Garrett Hampson. Fought off foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Bases loaded. 1 away. And
He's going to strike him
down
out.
on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate.
Well, got to pause on that thought. As
We
that'll
get out
do it
of
for
it.
the inning.
We get out of that just barely.
And our score remains 2-1. Dom Nunez, the new catcher now.
Number 3, Dom.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Swings at that low curveball.
Swing and a ball popped
Pops
up.
that up.
Rogers
Hate to
under
see
it. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9.
2 outs, base is
Castro
empty.
up next.
Harold Castro up now for the Tigers. That one
And
lifted
take
to
that
left.
opposite field.
Hampson
But
makes the
Hampson,
catch, and that'll
I
do
guess
it.
Connor Joe's probably playing center, maybe.
Back here at the
Hampson gets
ballpark, now the number 2 hitter, Charlie Blackman.
Charlie Blackman. Up. Last time up, hit a triple.
Next
Try
offering
not
is
to let him
in
do
for
that
a
this
strike.
time.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
Oh, now this is blasted.
And
Way
Blackman
back there. On its
destroys
way.
that.
Gone.
Annihilates that ball and ties
He
the game.
powers one out to right field, his second of the year, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
No doubt.
That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest
Sink it
moment
right
yet.
down the
Man, my
middle and
ears are
destroy it.
ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
The game's
Here's
now
Chris
tied up
Bryant
2-2.
now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Badu puts the squeeze
Good,
on
nice
that one,
rebound.
and there's one down. So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Krohn. That one
He's going to
blasted
take that
deep to
opposite
right.
field, and he destroys it, and they take a 3-2 lead after 2 home runs in the
C.J.
inning.
Krohn leaves the yard. It's
What's
his
going on with
6th
Casey
home
Mize?
run of the
Normally one of
season,
our
just
best
like
pitchers, really struggling right
that, they
now.
move
Really
in front.
struggling.
It's 3-2.
Hopefully he can rebound and kind of
And now
be the
Connor
pitcher we
Joe
know he can be.
to the right side.
Gets a nice out after
Off-balance
that.
throw in time. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out.
The third baseman, number 24.
Ryan
Think we got
McMahon
McMahon
digging
up
in
there.
for the Rockies. Next offering is fouled back. Hard hit, right side.
He hits that right to scope,
Over to first.
and we get out
That's
the
the
inning.
third out.
But they score 2
But the
and
long
take the
ball
lead
was
after
working
2
in
home
this
runs.
inning. Not once, but twice. And the home team down a run. As we go to the last of the third. Now, Jamer Candelario.
Jamer Candelario.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
In the air, out towards left center. Hampson
That's
on
a
his
deep
way
left.
over.
So with Hampson out
Squeezes
there,
it.
you know you ain't
And
getting
there's
nothing
one
by
away.
that man. Runs like he's Flash. He is so fast. What's up, we got
And
back
next to hit for Detroit,
Hit a
Akil
nice single
Badu.
last time.
Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a high fly ball left field.
Just been shut down since the
Hauls
first.
it in for the out.
That's 2 outs. Next up, we got Baez.
2 outs, bases
Hopefully
empty.
have a better
Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. Cut on and miss, struck him
But he doesn't.
out.
He strikes out
And
again,
good work
and that's a
there.
1-3 inning as we've been absolutely shut down since
And
the first
welcome back.
inning.
New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
To first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So now 1-2. Swings and misses. 2 out.
Strikes out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
And he deals. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Center field. Reyes makes the catch, and that'll do it.
So we're going to start warming up some pitchers.
Bottom 4. Now
He's
here's the
already at
Tigers
70
cleanup
pitches.
hitter, Jonathan Scope. The wind of the pitch. That one missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
On the ground to the left.
Pitch back to third base.
Tosses across the first. 1 up, 1 down. And now Miguel Cabrera. He was a strikeout victim his first time. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Makes the grab for the second out. Robbie Grossman up now for the Tigers.
That's perfect out.
In the air out to center.
It's that to center field.
And that is the third out of the inning. Tigers. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And now here is Jose Iglesias. On the ground, right side. On the run, sent it over to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. The 1-1. Line drive.
That's going to be a
base
single.
hit.
He is a double away from the cycle.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. Out towards right center field. Reyes racing over to make the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here comes a pitch. Towards first. Castro steps on the bag, and that'll do it.
They do get one hit, one person on base.
Head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the center fielder, Victor Reyes. Two and two. Ripped on the ground a second. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Tucker Barnhart up now for the Tigers. Fires over to Krohn. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Harold Castro up now for the Tigers. The wind of the pitch. And a count 1-2. And here it comes. And that one in the air center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning.
Another 1-2-3 inning for Chad Cool.
All set for the top of the sixth. So in now for Colorado, Connor Joe. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Next pitch misses outside, and it's a full count. Here comes a 3-2. Out to short.
What's that, Baez?
Now one gone in the top of the 6th. Ryan Mcmahon steps to the plate. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. On a line, base hit.
That's going to be a single for McMahon, and that's going to be the indication that they
multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure is feeling some relief. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Joe Jimenez gets handed the rock out of the pen, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And that's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And 1-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Garrett Hampson. Ball to strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Popped up.
Toss that up.
Scope makes the grab, and that is that.
Finally makes some noise against the pitcher who shut us down.
And a pitch. In the air, left field. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's one down.
Another good swing with the bat out.
Now the left fielder, Akil Badu. And the righty deals. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Into center. Joe makes the grab.
Fortunately,
and there are 2 outs.
Over his head. Barely makes his head.
The batter now, Javier Baez.
Gonna hit that.
Here's a high chopper.
Pitcher.
Fires over to Krohn.
Another one.
Baez gone in the.
He's just been
back in Comerica Park. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
I just feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. Out to short. Baez fires over to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. The 2-1. Line drive, base hit down the line.
But he is going to get another single. He is now 4 for 4. We've just had no response for Charlie Black in this game.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
He's been unstoppable.
The pitch. Chop to third. Candelario quickly to second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
It's probably going to be Joe.
Back here in Detroit. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
Next up, we're probably going to have Jose Castro come in. Done good in 5 innings.
I wonder how much of a distraction those fans behind home plate are to the opposing pitcher. I mean, they are into it. They're trying to will this club back into this ball game.
Rolled over to third.
We
Mcmahon picks it up. Mcmahon fires over to first.
And really early.
Scope gone to the play. And now up to hit Miguel Cabrera. The 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Blackman puts it away. And there are two down. Now it's Robbie Grossman. The tying run at the plate. Bounce back to the mound.
Barely hit.
And that is the inning.
1, 2, 3 inning. We've not got a single hit.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jose Cisnero. And his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. And that one hammered. That's back there.
That's warning.
Pulls it in on the warning
Almost
track.
Another home run for CJ Krohn.
Connor Joe getting ready to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 2 out.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also.
Oh, now this
and
one's
Mcmahon
high and deep.
is
Way
that
back
ball.
there, on its
And
way,
that's a home
gone.
run. A 2-run lead.
Ryan Mcmahon leaves the yard.
Inning.
His 4th home run of the season, and they
No
add a run. It's
offense.
4-2.
2 runs.
That's
maybe
their
just
3rd home
enough.
run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
And a pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. The Rockies tack on another with this one. It's now 4-2.
I remember as a child, music made me smile.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Robert Stevenson. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Fastball, curveball,
Back here at the
slider.
ballpark, onto the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Victor Reyes. Lifted in the air, right center field. 1 down.
That's the first out in the bottom of the 8th.
And now the batter is Tucker Barnhart. One down, base is empty. Movement in the bullpen. Alex Colomé, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Estevez getting loose as well. Kicks and deals. Out towards right center field. Joe glides to his left and makes the grab. 2 down.
That's 2 up, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th for Robert Stevenson.
2 outs, base is empty. Harold Castro
Our
stands
offense
in.
has been silent. We finally
Swing
do
and a line
something
drive,
as
base
Castro
hit
hits
out
a
into
single.
center field.
Finally getting something. Some
Well, a
little
swing like that
ray
can
of
help
hope.
you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That one fouled
Late
off.
on that
2-2.
curveball. Probably a pitch we should have laid off.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
And I swing at a terrible fucking pitch.
Welcome back, and now it's Dom Nunez. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one is off the plate. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. And now Garrett Hampson. Next pitch, not close, up high. That's out to center field. Reyes makes the grab. 2 away now. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Jose Iglesias digging in for the Rockies. And it finds its way through for a hit.
You know who else next? The person we haven't been able to get out all game.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ripped to short, and that's
He's
a base hit.
going to make that a 5-for-5 game. A triple,
throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now.
Talk
with
about
2 away.
Game.
First and second, 2 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Chris Bryant. Here's the 2-2. Out to center. Bryant out of the play. And that is that. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Alex Colomé. Hasn't pitched in a while. He's had the last 5 days off. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Digging in, Akil Badu. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next one misses. And the count is even, 2-2. To the right side, Rogers handles the chance. Rogers throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Now it's Javier Baez.
Baez is up next.
Colomé deals. Out to short. Zips it across. Baez gone on the play.
Our last chance.
And now it's Jonathan Scope.
Can he do anything?
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. This one in the air right field. Blackman under it.
The Blackman's there.
And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies even this series up at a game apiece. And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by.
Charlie Blackman with a great game, though, as he goes 5-for-5. Sadly, we could not do anything in a response. So we're going to simulate a good little bit as we're going to go to this series against the Astros. We take the series versus Minnesota and we get swept by the LA Dodgers, which is no surprise there. The Dodgers are unstoppable. So we're going to go to this game with Michael Pineda, who's been really good to start the season off. At this point, we are 23-10, only 1 game ahead of the White Sox, who have started catching up. Let's look at our offense. Some good and some bad. Maybe we need to switch up the lineup a little bit. I don't know what we need to do. But we have some good players, and we have some players who haven't been too good, sadly. Willy Castro has been really good versus lefties in 12 games. Derek Hill's been a bit of a letdown. Let's go down to the minors, though, and look at one of our players. Spencer Torkelson, who is tearing up the AAA. in 24 games. Going up. He's going to be a monster when we call him up. Riley Green, too. Been real good, real good. Other than them, we don't have a lot of prospects to look forward to, for real. Not many at all. Not on the offensive side, at least. Go to the pitching. We got Mcmahon, who was injured. Been meh in his games. So we're gonna play this game versus the Astros. I don't know what we're supposed to do with this lineup, but we need to do something with it. The question is, what do we do with it? I don't know. We don't have a direct cleanup hitter, and our cleanup hitters aren't doing too well, the ones we do have. Someone I want to play with, though, is Willy Castro. We haven't played with him yet, so we're actually going to put him in the 9 hole. And we're going to have Scope play first this game, and Castro play second. Guess we're gonna do this too. The game thinks it could really help. We're actually gonna do that. We're gonna try Akil Badu batting third, Baez batting cleanup, and then Scope. And see how this goes.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
The Astros, who so far have been a bit of a letdown this year.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill here today, Luis Garcia. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that
wind
way
up,
in this
and it kind of throws me off, not gonna lie.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Wind up is so slow, makes me just want to swing
and the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Let's not do that.
This is Willy Castro.
Willy Castro.
Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fast.
Castro crushes that.
Way back there.
The hanging ball. He goes deep. He might turn into an everyday player if he starts playing. If he keeps playing good, because Castro's not playing good. So keeping Scope at first base and having Castro play second might be the move.
The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
Now here is Akil Badu. Next pitch is popped up.
That's a
Gurriel
tough one. We
under
pop
this
out.
one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They definitely have a few free swingers in this lineup. You know, guys who want to be on the attack, and that's great as long as you got pitches in the zone. But if the pitcher's able to expand the zone, can be very difficult for an offense like this to get going. You've got to somehow draw some walks, put some runners on base so that when you do have those free swings.
But he crushes that to right field.
This one's got a chance. Bangs off the wall.
That is off the wall for a double.
And he
for
starts
Baez.
his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Yeah, the batter now, Jonathan
That's a
Scope.
terrible pitch.
The 1-1 is cut on and missed at a pitch upstairs. And that one fouled
late
off.
on that one.
That to right. Tucker gets under it.
It's up, but Tucker is there.
Makes
so we
the
score
catch.
one on the solo.
And that is that. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's an early 1-0 lead.
Oh man, 100 bands, raw papers, all gas.
We got Pineda up. Good.
And towing the
Pretty
slab
good
in this
to start
one,
the season.
Michael
Off to a good
Pineda.
start.
And Singy, it's unique these days,
Sub
but
one
he's more of a
play.
pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now it's Yuli Gurriel. Lifted in the air, out to left. Badu pulls it down, and there's 2 down.
Just made the offseason last season, went all the way to the World Series. And
Michael Brantley stands in. Swing and a miss. And the count is 2-2.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there.
That's
And
strike
down
3
on
and 1
strikes
to 3
he goes.
Pineda.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Top of the second. And now here's the veteran DH, Miguel Cabrera. The next offering misses. And the count is 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Robbie Grossman up now for the Tigers. Hitless in the series so far. Checks over to first. Back safely. Left-hand batter waits. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Cabrera gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In the air, left field. Dives.
Brantley makes an amazing diving catch. Take away a hit.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the plays because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to a spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Diaz. Quick feed to second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Bottom of the second. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hit for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Got lucky he didn't crush that.
Over to Scope, and they get the out on Alvarez. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Man, this is another play we might be able to flip at the deadline.
And a 3-2. That one fouled off. Hard hit to third. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And now it's Alex Bregman. 2 for 6 so far in the series. The 1-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Grossman under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Astros. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now at the plate, Tucker Barnhart. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck.
That's going to be a double for Tucker Barnhart.
Safe at second with a leadoff double.
He got a backdoor breaking ball, really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Next to hit, Jeimer Candelario led off the game with a strikeout. And a count 1-2.
That black line up in this one on base.
Here's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Willy Castro. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. Got it.
He
Bangs
barely makes
the
the catch.
Holds on. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Perfect fly out. Hate to see it.
Chris, he had a long way to go for that catch, and it looked like he got a great jump on it as well.
He did, Boog, and StatCast tells us this guy had to run nearly 120 feet on his way to making that catch and just really showed off his closing speed on that play.
And now, Akil Badu.
He
into left
that.
center for a base hit.
That's going to be a double.
From third comes across,
maybe
and they
more.
take a 2-run lead.
He's going for third.
Not stopping, he's going for
that
3.
Is a triple. RBI triple.
And a run
take a
comes
2-0 lead.
Picks himself up in RBI. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Brings up Baez, who had a double first.
And the batter now, Javier Baez. Puts it in the air out towards left center. McCormick makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scored triple. And it's 2-zip. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Aledmys Diaz now. Bounced up the middle. Baez gloves it. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Next pitch is downstairs. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Makes a nice running catch. And a couple of quick outs. Now it's Jason Castro. Out towards left center.
There goes a no-hitter. Castro gets that in.
That one hops against the fence.
Or 2-out double.
And he's got a double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I love the approach he had right.
So we got Kyle Tucker up next. Definitely a dangerous bat right here.
There with
Not
that
really
pitch, not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guy.
Yeah.
Now this one is hammered way back there, on its way and gone, and we are tied.
They score.
Kyle Tucker sends it out, and we are starting over. It's 2-2.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
What a play in right field. And that is that. Two-run shot for the Astros this inning. 2-2 game. Back here in Houston as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's going to be Jonathan Schoop. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 1 out.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Miguel Cabrera up now for the Tigers. Next pitch misses. And it's 2-1. Rip towards third. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Fires over to first. And Cabrera is retired. And now the right fielder, Robbie Grossman. Righty delivers. This one in the air, center field. McCormick settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Next pitch is popped up. Baez makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Jordan Alvarez. One down, base is empty. That's down and in. The 2-2 now.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The pitch. And it's fouled away. And there's ball 4.
He walked him.
What a battle.
It's
not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. In the air, center field. Castro flying after this one. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And there's 2 down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. Back here in Houston. And stepping in is the speedy Victor Reyes. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Center field. McCormick makes the play, and there's one down. And now it's going to be Tucker Barnhart with 3 hits so far in the series, and he's knocked in 3 runs as well. Hit hard,
right
base
up
hit.
the middle.
Mckenzie, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2.
3-2 count. 1 away.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then buried that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Really good at that. Swings at the ball there. Probably should have laid that off.
The 1-2. They say you win. And he dives back in time. Castro sends it to first. That
I thought I held
frame.
back. That's why I sent him back to third.
And welcome back. And it's Aledmus Diaz. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Bouncer to second. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. He's 0 for 1. Swings and blasts one deep to left center.
Can Reyes get there? Reyes just barely gets there.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. Probably needs a second to catch his breath. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Righty to the plate.
Pops that up. No double for you.
Scope makes his way towards it. Makes the catch, inning over. There for Houston, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
You gotta kill Badu.
Back here at Minute Maid Park. Here's a speed threat, Akil Badu. That one ripped.
He crushes that into right field for a double.
Base hit.
It's a leadoff
Into second
double.
easily with a leadoff double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
The batter now, Javier Baez.
That is the real question.
That one ripped right center
Baez
field.
crushes that hanger.
And
That's going to be Baez's second home run. And we're going to take the lead.
Into second.
I mean, second double, and we're going to take the lead.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, that's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing, though.
Pretty tough in 12 innings.
Deep and drove it to the opposite field.
New pitcher on now, Christian Javier. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
But he can't make the play. And now up to hit, Miguel Cabrera. Runner leads away at second. Ground ball right side.
He's going to hit that.
That's a
against the shift.
Runner around third.
And a great throw, but he doesn't get him. That's going to make it a 4-2 lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's Robbie Grossman. Strike 2.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet
really
in the
swing.
series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Too.
Right-handed reliever. The punch out there.
All bad.
Now 2 away.
Not a bad.
Victor Reyes a chance to hit.
Now batting.
Cabrera
Hopefully
off the first with 2 away.
And then Grossman did.
In the air, out towards
deep left field.
center. Brantley makes the catch, and that'll do it.
That's going to end the
The
inning.
home half of the 6th.
2-run lead.
Tigers 4 and the Astros 2. And he grounds one back up the middle, sneaks through, base hit.
Tough. That goes against the shift. And he's on base.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Now Michael Brantley steps in. The pitch. Well,
And
struck
Brantley
right
crushes
field.
that. And that's going to
And
tie
that
up the
one
game again.
is
That is
gonna go.
the second 2-run.
He sends it out of here, and we're
That's
level.
gonna be
It's
tomato
4-4.
5 1/3.
So 1 out for Leon. Now
Not
it's Yordan
necessarily.
Alvarez.
This start was
New
boring.
pitcher for the Tigers, Gregory Soto. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Well, I think that what makes him so tough against left-handers is he hides the ball for a long time. And from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
Baez fires over to first. And they get the out on Alvarez. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs.
They're gonna fight.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. All even now at 4-piece. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Taylor. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th, and now the batter is Tucker Barnhart. And that one is lifted in the air. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 away.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Now batting Jamer Candelario.
We won't strike out for the 3rd time.
Kicks and fires. And he grounds one to the right side. Gets it to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Next up, we got Willy Castro, the home run in the 1st.
This is Willy Castro. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the 1st inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
So he does hit lefties better, so hopefully we can get a nice hit here.
Line
And
drive.
he crushes that into center field.
Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Tigers. Welcome back. Now it's Alex Bregman. The line of the pitch. Just missed. Next offering is down low.
It's a tough one.
And it's 3-2. And the pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short.
Right to Baez.
Fires across the diamond. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And Letmus Diaz now. The pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
To the right side. Throws to first. And that quickly 2 away. And now the center fielder, Chas McCormick. That one misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks.
Got him swinging. That's his second strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Astros. Still all square. Bryant standing on the pitch out of the pen here. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. We're at the top of the 8th, and now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Akil Badu.
Got a fastball, splitter, and slider.
Left field, Brantley should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's Javier Baez.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
On the ground to third.
Right to Bregman.
Tosses to first. Baez going in the play. And now it's Jonathan Scope.
He's been silent all game.
And the right-hander deals. Fly ball down the line.
That's the right field.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that
silent 8th inning.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Joe Jimenez hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Back here in Houston, ready for the bottom of the 8th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Willy Castro. And he deals. That misses. The count now 2-2. And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Kyle Tucker, he's in a real pain.
And a foul ball third base side. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, you can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Barnhart to first in time. And Gurriel is out. And Michael Brantley is going to come up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Strikes him out.
And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strike. Jose Siri now in the game as he comes in as a new right fielder. Back here in Houston, now it's the DH, Miguel Cabrera. Tied at 4. So now 1-2.
Wow. Good luck catching up to that one.
The next pitch misses. 2-2. And the righty deals. Got him! And they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Stayed with the fastball on all 3 pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him. And those locations of the fastball, what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike 2, going kind of east-west.
And he crushes that in center field.
Way back there.
And it's going.
Reaching for it and brings it in.
That's a tough one. Warning track. Power the second time.
And next up for the Tigers, Victor Reyes. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Here comes the pitch.
I pulled back.
Reyes tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there.
And he's a guy that will certainly think about stealing a bag or two. Not the kind of speed you want to put on base in a tie game.
Here's a 1-1. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Now that can happen when you're trying to dive out over the plate. So velocity in.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate,
that ends the inning, so we take a break. And welcome back. So bottom of the ninth, stepping in the long ball threat, Yordan Alvarez. On the ground right side. Scope takes it to the bag. One out, bottom of the ninth. Jose Altuve up to hit here. 2-2. Stays alive. Comes the 2-2. That one off the mark, and it's 3-2. Out towards right center field. That one carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Ryan Reynolds on a 17-game hit streak.
Here's Alex Bregman. Next one is off the plate. Ball 2. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9.
Open system break with me.
And he gets
Bregman, strike him out.
And that is the inning.
As this game goes into extra.
Oh, here we go. Pedro Baez, the human race.
He's got a fastball changeup on a slider.
Here's a 1-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. McCormick makes the play, and there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Next pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Hector Neris up and throwing. That one lifted to left. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end. They turn things over to the southpaw, Tyler Allen. Back here at the ballpark. We're in extras here. Aledmys Diaz now. Next offering is in for a strike. Fly ball to right. And a base hit. Throw comes in, and the winning run stops 90 feet from home. Nobody out. Making a move at third on the pinch run for Houston, Jake Myers. And he walked him. Now it's Jason Castro. 1 for 3.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order.
Throw is offline. This one's over.
I made a bad
and the Astros walk it off in extra innings.
That one on me. That's tough. That's tough. We've done extras. That could have been prevented. That's a tough one for sure. That is a tough one for sure. We're actually gonna simulate to this Guardians game. Start playing a little more than I expected. It's once a 16-4 team. We are now 25-10 as we are 2 for 8 for our last 10 games. That's tough. You know, a lot of our players have been letting us down, so we might have to change up the lineup a bit. I think one of the steps by doing that, moving Cabrera down, has been really struggling. And Barnhart up. Gonna move Barnhart to the cleanup spot. So this is what we're gonna do. Do Barnhart second, Akil Badu third, Baez fourth. Yeah, I think that. And then versus lefties. Maybe something like that. Leave him up there versus lefty is that high. We're actually gonna go to this Casey Mize game. And as we look at the pitching staff, it's been starting to not be as good as they once were. Some of them are still doing great, some of them aren't. Our bullpen's been pretty good, especially Gregory Soto. In 14 innings has only allowed 1 run. Our performer has been great, same with him. And Andrew Chafin's been pretty good as well. It's the lineup that's the main issue. I don't know if we're going to make any trades, but I would like to take a look at the trade block, see who people are willing to trade already. There's some good names in here. Trey Mancini, makes sense. Chris Paddock. Maybe a name I will target in the future. Zach Eflin, free agent at the end of the season. I'm looking for players with team control. Which, you know, we gotta have someone they might want, you know. Someone who could really help them out. Some good names, some bad names. Drew Waters. But this game, however, we're not gonna fully play. We're actually gonna player lock today as someone who's really been struggling so far, and that's Javier Baez, batting below 200 to start the season off. We really have no one to take his spot. We signed him to a big deal, and right now we look like the dumb ones. So we're gonna give Tristan Mckenzie, the Guardians, the Slim Reaper, who's been average. In case I'm right, about on the same page.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, your 2022
Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Tristan Mckenzie. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Let's go.
And here it comes. Inside, just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Don't talk about one.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
The pitch. This one
We
popped
popped that
up.
out
Foul
to the
ground,
first
first
baseman.
base side. And that'll do it.
And unfortunately, we're gonna get out. Facing eyes on the
Here's
mound.
Josh Naylor.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Over to second for 1, and that's 2.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2.
Man at first with 1 gone. Austin Hedges now. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with 1 away. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the... And up next for Detroit, Javier Baez. The line to kick the pitch. And that skips into dirt. The Tigers yet to pick up a hit here.
Hey, take a cut now. Get your cuts.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Straw moving under this one. 2 down.
That's a fly out.
And stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw.
I don't really like what I've been seeing.
And that one handled in plenty of time to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot. 1 gone, runner at first. The batter now, Javier Baez.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we go.
The right-hander back to work. And a foul ball.
Hey, wait for your pitch rep there, huh?
And it's even up.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Barnhart leads off first with 1 away. Next offering popped in the air, right field.
It's a tough one.
And it's caught for the out. Back here in Cleveland, here's a big power threat. Reyes. Out to short. Baez handles. Sends it across the first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019. Bottom of the 7th. Here's Andres Jimenez. A wind of the pitch. Bounced out to short. Baez over to pick it up. Baez fires over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's Javier Baez for the 4th time tonight. Shaw back to work. That's off the mark. And that is ball 1. Lifted in the air, right center field.
That's
Find it.
That's going to be
skips
a
over
double
the fence,
for
so it's an
Baez.
automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
He's trying for third. Swung on, belted. It's gone.
Grossman goes deep to tie the game up.
3rd home run of the season, and they add a couple more. It's 3-3.
Something you don't see a lot. Grossman going deep.
Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front.
End up losing it. Bottom of the 9th. A hard one. That's a hard one for sure. But Baez just get 1 hit, but still in this terrible slump. Reminds me of Cody Bellinger's slump in 21. Next, we're actually going to simulate to the series versus the Yankees. And I forgot about the draft. So we have the 11th pick. Looking at some of the players. Look okay. None of them look too good. We'll be looking at the blue prospects first. Closing pitcher might not be terrible ideal, but not too many blue chip prospects. Might end up going with this closer because we could use some bullpen help for sure. Don't really have a good right field prospect, but I don't feel like he's the right field prospect that we want. So with the first round, I'm gonna go with Mr. Batista over here, a right-handed closing pitcher. We unfortunately do lose our second round pick. We do have a compensation pick. Starting pitching might not be something terrible to go after. If you did watch the first episode, you saw we did talk about it. Our future starting pitching, and we have a few prospects, but not many to look forward. Only a few. So I think going with someone like Omar right here would be a good pick. And Omar's gonna be our compensation pick in the third round. Really like Jim. He's good at walk penines. That good stuff. I think we're gonna go with Jim. And he's got low K penines, but you don't have to strike people out to be a good pitcher. Martinez still here. The only thing I'm worried about is he only has 3 pitches. Starting pitchers with 3 pitches tend not to do too well. Now, going with the first baseman might not be terrible, because I was thinking with Torkelson, possibly moving him over to third when his Calamaro Janmore only has 2 more years of team control. So I am going to go with Kurt Kent in the 4th round. A first baseman. And next up, might have to take a shot in the dark. I think that's what we're going to do with this third baseman, Alex. Looks pretty good. Looks like he's more of a defensive first third baseman, but he looks good. He looks good. Like he might have some good upside. Our final round pick. I think we're going to go with Matt Scott. That ends our first draft. Let's see how we did. Let's send this first. We'll probably play this game. And our closing pitcher, that was a good first round pick as he has 91 potential. Talk about a draft pick. And Omar, not quite as good. We did have 3 people with 90 plus potential. And Jim looks great. Kurt looks like he's going to be in the minors for a while, but he doesn't have any potential, so hopefully he'll develop faster than later. Looking at the staff going forward, our pitching's been good. Our pitching's actually been surprisingly good. Only 2 players with an above 4 ERA. Baez is tanking. That's tough. We gotta hope he turns it around. Grossman's potential went down. Why would his potential go down? Our players started off hot and really haven't been good anymore. And it sucks, but you know, it is what it is. Take one more look at the trade block to see if anyone's added anything good. You know, Austin Meadows might be a move, possibly for a left fielder in the future. Air Flower might not be a terrible pickup. If teams want to sell these players, I'd be more than happy to pick up a few of them. What's up, dude? What's up, Troy? You actually hopped in at a pretty bad time because I'm actually about to end the stream. So, I appreciate you jumping in if you would like. We just got done with the draft. Check it out. Hopefully turn on the post notifications. You can watch more. How's the team looking? Well, it's the first season, and ups and downs for sure. Baez has been a real letdown. You know, Scope's really struggling. We have some players who've been good and some players who've been bad. The pitching staff's been better than the lineup, I'll tell you that. The pitching staff has definitely been better than the lineup. But a lot of sore eyes. We started off real hot, 16-4 at one point, then we've just tanked since then. You can see if we look at the calendar, last month was pretty rough. We lost most games. First month you can see we were winning them all. Second month we lost like all of them. Didn't take like any series. Really been struggling. How's Torkelson doing great. 75 potential already. I could have called him up at the beginning of the series, but I wanted him to develop a bit more. I'm considering possibly moving him over to third, take Joe Moore's position because he becomes a free agent after 2023. But I haven't decided on that one yet. I am open to the idea of re-sign him because I do like him. I just want Torkelson to really develop, really get the stuff up so when he comes up he just smashes home runs. I know he will. Probably gonna be called up in the September call-ups. Most likely gonna play a lot of games then. Probably gonna get everyday time the last month or so. Or if we sell a certain player at the deadline, he might end up getting called up. He's gonna want a bag. Oh yeah. I don't think he's gonna want too much. I'm expecting about 7 to 10 mil a year probably, and I think next year he'll be 29, so possibly a 3 or 4 year contract for about 40 to 50 million. Wouldn't be a terrible idea with him being an on-base machine. I'm happy with paying him that much. I think he's good enough that he deserves that much money. He's got okay defense, but he gets on base, and that's what I love about him. His numbers are really good. The team will pay him a lot. They will. And we don't have the biggest budget, but we will gain a lot of money once Cabrera retires. On God, he's a really underrated third baseman in my opinion. He really is. He really is. Well, I would love to talk to you more about this, but unfortunately I am about to end the stream as it is 9 o'clock. But hopefully if you like what you saw and you are interested, make sure to comment. Oh, you are commenting. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. I'm going to be streaming this as much as I possibly can. Thank you.